Wednesday, so we already live. I'm gonna just
We
check the thing.
live. What's good, y'all? We up. We live. My joint on. I think my joint on.
Hey, another thing I noticed, and I don't know why it does this, but Restream takes your live when you go live on your pages, and it
Yeah,
makes it for friend only. You got to go edit it and turn the publications to to public.
got it.
I don't know if it do it for all of them though. I know for sure it does it for Facebook. So I'm just waiting for people to tap in. What's going on, y'all? I got Maul
Um,
here. Shanice is on the way. I know y'all
I
know
got
y'all.
got it. Yeah, I'm on. I'm only sending this joint to YouTube. So we gonna, cause of course the YouTube community, they definitely want to know how to get to this shit money.
Trying to tell you. So we're gonna talk about a couple things. Let me get the captions on for y'all. I know y'all gonna talk to it. Wait, man, the caption. Oh, chat. I'm tripping. Here you go. You can support me by sending it. There you go. Chat overlay. Bam. Now y'all can see the chat. So y'all talk. If y'all talking and you don't see it in the chat, that means we can't see it. So we not ducking y'all. It's just how the restream is. Sometimes they don't all come in.
I'm still trying to figure out restream because when I go live, I can't see no chats from nobody. I can't see the Facebook jumps. I can't see
Somebody just
the
said here.
YouTube chats. All
See,
right, I
look,
see
it
that
say
joint.
it say
Okay,
Facebook
this
user.
just say
It say
Facebook
here.
user.
Yeah. They got my dog. My dog them finally pulled up. My best
What up?
friend. My best
Hey
friend
y'all,
in
what
the
y'all
whole
talking about?
world.
What up? What up? What up? What's
All right.
going on?
Oh, we live already. I'm tripping. I'm sitting here about to hit the button. All right. So the reason I asked Maul to jump in here with me, I asked Shanice to jump in here with me. She car shopping and spending money. She didn't sue somebody for like 20, 30 bands. Went and bought a new car.
Right. That lawsuit money hit different.
Look, y'all,
Get that lawsuit money.
y'all judging me. What?
So, well,
Nah,
I
that's
came
what
I
I'm up.
came live to talk about automations. I know Maul, you if you want to, you could talk about like credit because I know with the car thing, that happened. That was messed up, but we just saw that. And then Shanice is just she's Shanice. She takes notes and just tells me whenever I say incorrect information. All right. So I got 10 ideas, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. AI helped me create this information about AI. That's how powerful it is. It's like I told I told ChatGPT what I was gonna do. I said I want to do a YouTube. I want to do a YouTube giving 10. I want to no, I'm sorry. Let me start over. I said I want a 10 series YouTube where I teach people the importance of automation, how it can help their business, how it can help grow their business, and all that. It gave me 10 ideas. And then I said, I want you to list them in the order of importance for a brand new business owner. And then it lists them in the order that it felt that was important or whatever. And then I then said, I want you to change the verbiage to make it sound appealing, which will allow the users to want to buy from you. Like I literally did all of that. That's all I did. I ain't even gonna say that's a lot. This thing created me 10 YouTube contents. It gave me 10 titles, 10 descriptions, 10 SEO datas, like 20 hashtags per clip. It literally did all the work for me. So now all I gotta do is get in front of this camera and well, obviously I gotta have the information because it makes the confidence you have makes it easier to build the content, but
Right.
it did all the work for me. I ain't had to think. I didn't have to figure out what's the best order to write them in. I didn't have to figure out what I should have popping up on the screens at the time. I literally told it what I wanted to do, and it made it in like 30 seconds. All of that was like 30 seconds. So the first thing that it came up with, and then this is separate, but I wanted 10 ideas that I could give to you all, or 10 reasons why AI is important, so that way you guys can understand. If you have a business and you are not using AI, there are free AIs out there, there are paid AIs, is more advanced, more basic levels. But if you have a business, I don't care what you sell. I'm doing business with tax preparers, realtors, credit repair business owners, bankers. Shit, my barber. I literally got my barber a AI because it helps him with his scheduling. Me and Morgan tell you when you typically go to the barber shop, you might call them like day in advance, 2 days in advance. But how much more fluidly could he operate if he don't have to talk to none of his clients because they have a link? They can schedule with them. They can prepay in advance. I don't, some barbers are different, but you could do all those things. I got his. I'm gonna talk about my barber real quick specifically. I have his automation set up so clean. When we go to his link, we can schedule a barber cut. It will text me or text the person for their haircut an hour before the cut. Be like, hey, you still coming? Just want to make sure so I don't fill your spot. You got 10 minutes to respond to this, or your spot will be released. If they respond, yes, it saves their spot, locks them on the calendar. He knows who's coming. If they don't respond, it gives them a warning. Even though I told you was gonna get released, it gives you a warning and be like, hey, you didn't get a response. Just wanted to make sure you saw them or releasing your spot in 5 minutes. If they don't respond in another 5 minutes, so 15 total, it releases their spot. That helps him because he has so much clientele. He just go. But if he look at his phone, he like, oh, my 2 o'clock is canceled. Who next? You in the chair. You next. Boom. Let me take you. And it just keep flowing. Versus just having random people coming. Because I know more. I'm pretty sure you experienced it. Ain't nothing worse than going to your barber at 3, 4 o'clock, and he like, I got 6 in front of you.
That's the worst.
You know what I'm saying, Mo? You know what I'm talking about, bro.
Everybody had that before.
Everybody had it happen, bro. Like I come in, soon as you come in, you say what's up to everybody. You look at your barber. If you can see his facial expression, nigga, you ain't next.
Right.
He be like,
man,
oh, hey,
man, I come back to mine, man.
AP, I got 3 in front of you, dog. And see, it's me and the boys. I got 3 sons. So my barber know when I come in, we a minimum of 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he look at me like, KP, it gets to the point he know how long we gonna take. He be trying to ask if he could take people before me, because once we get in the chair, everybody else gonna have to come back. Look, it's 5, you come back at 7 because I ain't gonna be done until then. But having that is so much better. I haven't talked to him today. I want to see how it's been working out for him, but just the automations that I set up for him. And granted, it's AI. It sends out the text for him. So now all he has to do is cut. He don't have to go look for people. He don't have to send out reminders. He don't have to worry about if they coming or not. The AI is your personal assistant that's doing all the labor for you. And he only getting charged like 0.03, not 3 cents, but add an extra 0, so 0.003. So like a 3,000th of a cent per text that's being sent out. You know what I'm saying? He sent a year's worth of text costs him like $3. You know what I'm saying? That ain't hurting nobody. But it's just to show y'all the importance of automation, man. A lot of us, we knew, all 3 of us, when we first got started, and you think you got to do it all. You think, oh man, I got to bring the clients in. I got to be my appointment setter. I have to be my sales agent. I have to be my manual worker. I have to be the mailer. I have to go and buy new products. You can't do all those things. You're going to burn yourself out. There's literally no way to grow when you are doing all the work. So to cut out everybody's fear, because a lot of people's major fear is hiring. You know, I was scared when I first started hiring. Hire AI. You know AI will never steal from you. You know AI will never try to sell your clients to another person. You know AI will never do any of the fears that you have of hiring a person. Plus, shoot, with the AI that we're working with now, it learns. I'm learning out new AI where the AI, the more conversations it has, the less you need to teach it, because it takes the repetition. Okay, where it seems like every person that we talk to wants this. Let me just start asking that, and it learned that on its own. Hey, Tyler, what's going on, bro? Yeah, local businesses for the win. Yeah, they that's another level, man. Hey, I ain't gonna preach too much on it. That's another level. When we do it online right now, a lot of people just know the online businesses, but when you start getting comfortable making the relationships with the offline businesses, your local businesses, that's when the money start rolling in. Y'all go to the same gas station every day. Y'all go to the same convenience store twice a week. Y'all go to the same grocery store. Y'all, why aren't you talking to these business owners? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another level. But the first thing, let's get started. The first thing that AI does to help your business is the obvious. It increases sales and conversions. So generating, I'm gonna read everything verbatim, and then all of y'all want to tap in, and y'all can tap in. But generating more sales and achieving higher conversion rates is often the most appealing benefit for new business owners. Increased sales directly contributes to the revenue and growth of business success. So for me, I mean, it's obvious. It's kind of like plain black and white. It increases your sales. You no longer have to go and talk to people to try to get them to buy your service, nor do you have to sell them your service. You get an AI appointment setter. So I just make content like this right now. I'm gonna chop it up, put it on YouTube, and have it on TikTok and Instagram, all the different places. Someone's going to see this, be interested in what I do, click a link, and then talk to my AI with me never knowing. They're still going to get me. They're still going to get my information, my education, my software, all of that. But I never have to go reach out to that person. I don't have to follow up with that person. I don't have to send that person email updates. I don't have to send any of those things because the AI is taking care of them. All I got to do is wait for my hotline to blink. You know, when that stripe come through, boy, I love that sound. But that's the benefit of increased sales, you know, and conversions, because with the actual sales part of it for me is it works as a sales agent. I had to train it for this, but it gives you options. It tells you what the services are. I give it FAQs, the common things that people are going to ask. How does it work? Well, what do you need from me? Or blah, blah, blah. It can answer those things. And then it gets to a point where I teach it. I say, if you feel that the lead is becoming cold, get them to schedule a call. And that gets them to me. Now, me, the human, but I go from 10 to 15 sales calls a day to 1 or 2. But I'm still making the same amount of sales, you know. So that's my major benefit. How you feel, Mo?
My bad. I was actually responding to a client. Nah, it's like you said just now, right? Because I manually was responding to somebody with an AI assistant. They can literally answer and fill out those questions and help you get to those that are already qualified. Like right now, you know, we have a lot of those in the consulting and coaching space. We have like those preliminary questionnaires that we have prospects fill out before we hop on a call with them. Even more so, before they get to that point, chat gpt or a automated bot can put that into an actual conversational form and format, and even you can even link that to the form, right? So you can pre-qualify your leads prior to them ever even getting to booking that conversation, which can help make the conversation and that consultation even more impactful for your client when you finally get on the call with them.
Exactly. Hey, what's up? Valves BTW. What's going on, man? So yeah, Shanice, you got anything for that?
No, not really.
I
I don't look.
I wasted my breath.
I don't set up the automations. That's I feel like KP do this. I need this done. Thanks. I have no interest in learning automations. I'd rather pay somebody, an expert, to do it. So, you know, i.e. you, because
that's perfect though. That her outlook is perfect because it's a lot of business owners like that. So for marketers, I remember last year when ChatGPT first started catching fire, and people were like, marketers are gonna lose their jobs. No, they're not. Who told y'all that? Marketers, if they're smart, marketers' job just got a lot easier because they already know what they're doing. All they got to do is input the fields and have ChatGPT 10 times what they were already doing. Don't get me wrong. A lot of marketers may lose clientele. Like me, I don't need a marketer now because I learned it. But you have business owners like Sharnice that don't want to learn it. They would rather pay somebody. So you know, when people say marketers are going down or automation is going to be easier, who told y'all that? You still have to learn, just like marketer had to learn marketing. An automation person has to learn automation. You have to learn AI. AI is just not going to teach you because the AI that I did last year is not the AI that I'm doing now. The commands I'm putting in and the way that I'm having it make codings and softwares and things like that was not the same as before, where it was just like, hey, can you make me an email? Nah, now I'm telling them make me a 30 email sequence, and I want emails for no response. I want emails for positive responses, negative responses, all of that, and it gives me everything that I need because I know exactly what I'm looking for. So let's move to the second one, which is I feel like I kind of bled into that one. The second one is enhanced customer support. So I won't even read verbatim. I'll just talk about it like from my perspective. But like Maul, prime example, enhanced customer support. Maul's on live right now, but he's talking to a customer. Now imagine if he had the AI set up. Not saying that you don't. I know you got some. But now if you have a customer support AI, Maul could be busy. Maul travel a lot. Maul travel probably just as much, if not more than me. When you on the plane, you got limited, Delta give you the free Wi-Fi, but it's limited. You can't really do all the things you want to do. You can text or whatever, but it's limited. If Maul is flying from DC to the West Coast, that's a 5-hour flight. You telling me that you're shut down for 5 hours? No. You got the AI. One of Maul clients reach out to him, hey, Maul, I need XYZ. I'm not available, but guess what? The AI is, oh, well, this is what you do, or this is how you can do it, or let me take care of you, or something. It responds, and it may not give you the exact answer you need, but it keeps someone engaged to a point where they feel like they feel like Maul is responding. They feel like the business or the company that they paid is still doing their job, even if it's something simple like, hey, this is just the automated message. I'm unavailable right now, but I will be available at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
At least you responded to me, because if I text Maul and it's really important and he don't respond for 5-6 hours, I don't know he was on a plane. I'm just get mad. Like, damn, bro, I'm paying you. Like, where you at? But now if I text Maul and less than 10 minutes later, it gives me a response. Hey, bro, I'm sorry, I'm real busy. I'm flying. I'll be free at 5. Well, guess what? You responded and you gave me a time you'd be free. So now I'm gonna probably hit you back around 5:30 if you don't hit me back. Mm-hmm. And that's where the customer service aspect come in, because it helps increase your customer service level, as where a lot of us had a lower customer service rate because of that. Or you'd have to hire a VA to be your customer service. VAs cost money. I love my team. Don't get me wrong. I love my team. My team does what it do, but I did at one point have to downgrade my team because I found that the roles that the AI were taking were things that I was paying for. And it, obviously I don't want to get rid of people. People need the money. People have lives and shit like that. But as a business owner, it's like, well, shit, why would I pay a customer service team $1,500 a month when this AI is only charging me $7 a month? You look at the scalability of that. That's $1,500 that can go towards something else. And that's where I had to, take that cut. Tyler been writing. Go ahead, Maul. Let me hear your outlook on it, and then I'm gonna hop on them comments.
No, everything you said is spot on. From being able to enhance the overall experience of the customer, getting back to people in a timely manner, as the owner operator, having the peace of mind that your people are at least getting some kind of response back to you, right? It just improves the experience all the way around for everyone involved. Like, yeah, it's definitely, and it helps you be more at ease, because you don't, like, if you don't have anyone answering the phones, like you said, if you're in the middle of travel, family emergency comes up, it helps eliminates that that friction.
I get what you're saying. That like you said family emergency. I didn't even think about life crises. I've seen so many posts where I see business owners be like, hey, if you my clients, I'm going out of town. I'll see y'all Monday. What? What are you talking about? Like, bro, I paid you. Like, I ain't no going out of town. Like, I feel like clients don't clients, not that they don't understand, but the clients don't care, and they don't have to care. Like, you're a business owner. I paid you to do a job. Don't tell me that you can't do it for 2 weeks because you have life stuff going on. Obviously you got to be a human and have a heart. Like, if somebody passes in your family, I'll be sentimental, I'll understanding, but don't just be like, I'm about to go on vacation for 2 weeks. Okay, well, give me my money back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where the staff at? You don't got no staff?
Right. Like,
what's going on? Everybody else said.
He said, no smart marketer is losing their job. We all have free chat GPT API keys, space is limited. Yeah, exactly, bro. Actually, let me rephrase that. If you are a marketing company and you don't have AI included, then you will be looked at differently because it's everywhere now. Exactly. And then he says, so many marketing agencies added AI just their name so they don't lose that appeal. That another thing, like we have T-Bot. Literally, it's pretty much the same thing everybody else is using, but it's T. So of course I named mine T-Bot. Like it's the same thing. I don't have to sugarcoat it. I don't have to lie about it. It's ChatGPT API that does what I needed to do. What AI platform are you using? It's just ChatGPT. The person Facebook user, I'm just using ChatGPT. I use it through Go High Level, so I can Go High Level has that little, that minuscule charge or whatever. So I just equated it to $7 a month, and maybe less than that. Honestly, it ain't. It's pennies. It's pennies like to the dime, not even pennies to the dollar. But that's pretty much the customer service outlook. Let me get to the next one. And then as we go down, y'all will start to see like how the appeal starts to lower. So right now, number 3 is cost efficient operations. I feel like I just talked about that. I'm gonna start being specific to what the list is, because I feel like as I'm giving my explanation, I'm reading the other answers.
That's because it all ties in.
Right.
One feeds into the other naturally. So
it says cost efficient operations, and like I just explained in the other one, having a team is needed to grow a business. We know that. But having AI allows for you to cut certain expenses. Like my example is my service team down in half because I didn't need them as much, seeing as though 3 people plus AI could do the work of 10 plus people without AI just as fast, if not faster. Like, y'all don't realize AI, you do an input, it gives you an answer. If I ask Maul or Shanice a question, they have to think about the answer. They can, even if it's something that they are the top expert in, they still have to take what I said, think about the answer, then give me the answer. When I tell you, you type it in AI, you type it in ChatGPT, when you hit enter, before you even hit enter, I don't know how it does it. AI is ridiculous, but when you're hitting enter, you already see a little black line answering you, almost as if it was taking your text input and starting to answer you and just waiting for you to hit enter. And it's just full of detail, full of life. So the cost efficient, you save a lot of money. I'm sorry, you save a lot. This is not to get anybody to fire their team. I'm not trying to make y'all, cut expenses in it, but you definitely can save money with AI used properly, because appointment setters, they cost 10%. Most sales teams are anywhere from 10 to 20%. I just saved 30% by switching to AI. 30% of whatever I'm selling. So if I have $1,000 product with appointment setters and a sales team, every sale I make $700. Don't get me wrong, they're doing the work, so they deserve to get paid. But for every sale, I make $700. Now with AI, every sale, that $4,000 comes to me. When you start making 10, 20, 30 sales, that's when the math really starts to add up, because $700 is still a lot. I'm happy, but $1,000, I'm happier. That's the difference between $70,000. The difference between $70,000 and $100,000. That's when you start to, y'all know I multiply everything by 100. The 7 to 10 might not be as drastic for you, but the 70 to 30, that's a Tesla right there. Y'all know me. If it don't got the T, it don't got KP. You know what I'm saying?
Sick.
Sick. Let me see. It says, in what I think they meant ways. In what ways are you integrating it? I just integrated it with RingCentral to respond to clients. I would like to use it with CRC, my Go High Level, and social as well. So CRC, I haven't used CRC in so long. And I'm not even sure who that is. It just say Facebook user. So I'm responding to you that had that comment. CRC, I believe you can integrate CRC straight with Go High Level. You may have to use Zapier, but you'd integrate it with one of the platforms. So you'd have to have an input platform. But if you have Go High Level, I would use Go High Level. So they can have like a texting form. They text you. You take the input that feeds it to ChatGPT, which then responds to the text message. Now, in regards to CRC, I don't really know how if you mean like the CRC client portal, I haven't played around with that, so I couldn't really give you a way to use it. What I would suggest is using it like a text channel where they can text you. I mean, if they're in CRC, they're probably in your Go High Level anyway. Tag them, have it run through an automation where if a person texts a certain number, it can respond and just teach ChatGPT what you want the responses to be. Or maybe you have a code word like help or credit or something like that. But Ring Central, yeah, you can do it the same way. You can from just webhooks, but I wouldn't advise it. I'm working with someone right now. Yeah, see, I know it's different ways to go about it, but yeah, like I said, I haven't personally done anything with CRC. I haven't used them in years. I couldn't really give you the advice. I'm sure if I looked at it and went through, I could webhook it and API and all that stuff. But if Talon says he don't advise it, that's who I trust. That's who I trusted over me for the in-depth stuff.
All
right, let's see. Cost-efficient operations. All right, now it's gonna start to get into some boring stuff, y'all. We're gonna get a little boring. But the number 4 is scalability and consistency. How y'all feel about that, Shanice? You could tap in because you just been writing and fucking yes knowing.
Now, look, yeah, because I'm barely in the conversation. Y'all talking about webhooks. I don't know what this stuff is. You know what? Something about scalability. What? Like I heard scalability. I'm in and out of the conversation. KP, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, like my mind goes numb when you start talking about automations. You're like, learn this is so easy. Exactly.
Nah.
Exactly. No, it's not. He'd be like, it's complicated. Yes, it is. That's not my thing. But something about scalability. What was the question?
Scalability and consistency. How does automation help with that?
How does automations help with consistency? You're scheduling everything. So if you pick a day of the week, and you schedule everything out, your content would be consistent. If you're going to use, I do content days. If I'm recording anything, hold on, look, yeah, I'm finna talk. I have to jump off camera real quick, but I'm still talking. Anyway, you can use ChatGPT or I use Nova AI or whatever, which is basically ChatGPT, but it's ChatGPT 4, so the answers are a little more recent and stuff. I do that stuff for content. If I want to do anything where I'm scaling and integrating anything, I use my AI for. If it ain't credit, I'm using AI for everything. If I want content ideas, I'm using all of that stuff, and then I have my assistant schedules all of my stuff out. So my stuff is posted for or scheduled for the entire month at the beginning of or the last week of the previous month.
And you know what that means? Automations.
Exactly. But I'm not doing it. I'm like, here's the content. I'll go in, use Nova, create whatever I want for the month. And I'm like, all right, go in and do this. And once she's done, I'm like, schedule it for this time, post this many times a day. These are the platforms. And all my stuff is done. So I don't have to worry about, unless I'm doing videos or whatever, I'll bulk record that stuff and be like, mix and match my outfit so it don't look like I'm doing the same thing day after day, and she goes, so for me, it's consistent because you can do everything in a short amount of time and have a whole month's worth of content. That's literally a day of recording and minutes to record or to gather the content using AI. So, and as long as you know your target market, your target, audience, you can scale based on that. Get in the right rooms and stuff.
Yep, makes sense. Hey, y'all, sorry to cut out early, but I got a consultation at like.
Nah, you good. Look, I try to get Marlon. He was like, I only got 20 minutes. 20 good enough. It's good enough for me.
Listen, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, bro. Like I said, this also on the YouTube. So yeah, this my content, and I'm about to chop this joint up. So yeah. I'm gonna holler at y'all, all right?
All right, Maul. Let me see where we at. Bam, there we go. I had to look. Let me take Maul off, put us on there. That's my dog, but I had to. Shanice done froze, y'all. It says automations has infinite scalability. The only time it's restricted is if a platform can't talk to each other, meaning no webhook or API. Granted, you can get around that by building your own custom webhook as well. Correct. That's my problem. My assistant tells me she needs content, but then I don't know what to do. Does Nova tell you exactly what to do? I think she froze. But to answer you, yeah, you can use AI for content. That's how that's why we're live. I had the AI tell me what to do. Literally. I'm not sure who you are, Facebook user, but tell the AI to make you content. Say you want 10 to 30 pieces of content revolving around, and then insert your niche, so insert whatever you want your content about. So you want to do that, and then you can have all the content you need. All you got to do is create it. Even if you want to take it a step further, if you don't even want to have to create the content, after it makes you the 10 to 30 pieces of content, you can then say, elaborate each of these with a video script or with a script of what you need from, so I can copy and paste this, or so I can read it off. And then it will literally elaborate all of it. So you're no longer having to do it yourself. You just, it's making it for you. Let me see. I think you should demonstrate some of the things, KP, even from a GPT. I think people have a hard time. Yeah, you're right. All right, look, we going demo mode. This man Talon and got me out. Got me out here doing demos. Let's do the demo. Shanice, you gotta be my voice because I don't know if they what they can see. So let's get out of there.
Look, my for whatever reason, my laptop decided to reboot itself for no reason. So I'm mad about that. Give me a second. Oh my God. I don't even know my password.
Well, I just want to know, can you see my screen?
No, because I'm on my phone.
Something real light. Yeah, it's gonna be light. I'm gonna just do something basic, T. But let me know. I'm gonna flip back over. Anybody that's watching, just let me know if you can see it. I go back to the chat. If y'all say yes, I know it's working. I don't want to get started and everybody be like, "Oh, well, what are you doing?"
I can see you, with the screen. I just can't read it because it's so teeny tiny on my phone.
Yeah, you fine. He said he can see it. We good.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna just give y'all a light demo. This is not gonna be crazy in depth. It's just for for Tiffany. She said she don't know how to make or run out of content ideas, right? Mm-hmm. So if you run out of content ideas, come to ChatGPT and be like, I need 15 content ideas revolving around credit repair. Well, let's just say credit repair. You don't have to put credit repair. Put whatever you want. Put whatever industry you're in. Put whatever business that you guys have. You do finances, you do life insurance, whatever you do, but put that in here, right? I have 15 content ideas revolving around credit repair. Look what it's doing. It just gave me 15 content ideas, and it gave me a little breakdown of what it wants me to do. I say, understanding credit score is a beginner's guide. Explain what a credit score is, how it's calculated, and how and why it's important for financial wealth. Now, I'm gonna just take it another step further. Elaborate the first one using a video script. I would like to make a YouTube video, so I'll also need a title, description, relevant SEO, and hashtags. Boom, right? All of that. Look how much thought I put in that, y'all. None, really. None. Look at it. It's going for it. It's going for it. So let me go back. Make sure nobody type in. Also, I don't know. All right, they typing. They talking. But just for everybody that's watching. So this is something light, and I just did this. I just showed y'all this in less than 60 seconds. I need 15 content ideas revolving around credit repair. It gave me 15 ideas and a brief summary of what to speak about with those ideas. I then told it to elaborate the first one, and you can do that for all 15. And I then told it, I'm going to put this on YouTube. So give me a title, description, relevant SEOs, and hashtags. Look what it did. This is going to be my YouTube title. This is going to be my description. Obviously, y'all want to play around with it. If you have links that people can buy from, always put those in your description.
Right.
Look at the script. I don't even have to make the content anymore. It made it for me.
Right.
What is a credit score? So again, Like literally, now I can read this verbatim, or I can use it as a guide to make my content. Relevant SEOs. Look at they can even put the SEOs in it for me. If you guys are on YouTube yet, you know YouTube uses SEO data. It uses hashtags. It uses the titles of your content. All of these things are relevant, and it did that for me in 60 seconds. So if I wanted to make one YouTube a day, I just created 2 weeks worth of YouTubes in 60 seconds. And instead of saying elaborate the first one, I could have just said elaborate all of them and kept the rest of it, and it would have did all 15. So now I literally don't have to do anything. Let me cut that down. I just created all of that.
Whenever you're doing your stuff for ChatGPT, do you have your custom instructions set?
You said what? What you mean?
Go back to ChatGPT real quick, if you don't mind.
You said my instruction set?
Yeah, right above your name over to the bottom left. Click those 3 buttons. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got no instruction set.
So using this feature right here allows ChatGPT to remember previous conversations, but it's going to remember it from this input going forward. So hit the green button. This is where in that first box, you're going to tell ChatGPT who you are, name of your business, what you do, what your intentions are, right? How you want them to respond. It literally tells you exactly what you should put in there so that you can maximize their output, right? In both of those 2 boxes. So first you're going to tell them about you, and then in the second box, I think that's where you tell them, like, I want, professional and, formal. I want friendly and engaging, uplifting, inviting, stuff like that. And when you give those signals, everything going forward, I have my ChatGPT assistant or whatever. It responds to Adra. So mine is a girl. So I'm like, you respond to this, call me by my name, for every response. And I want you to answer in first person as if you're talking directly to my target client. And so all of the responses are personalized based on what I need. And then it makes the output way more unique. It's not general anymore.
See? And I didn't know any of that. So
yeah. So once you set it, the answers definitely come out a little more personalized as opposed to having general responses. So I highly recommend doing that. I have mine set a certain way, and I copied everything and I sent it to my assistant, and I'm like, hey, I need you to personalize your ChatGPT so that, because some of the answers, they're just like chaotic and stuff. I'm like, I need actual answers, real answers. This is the input. This is how I want the responses to look. And she's like, okay, set it. And then you toggle the button on so that it remembers everything in the future.
There you go. And that's something you could teach a VA. Cut that off. But yeah, I just learned something. I didn't know you could do that.
I figured you did. Like, you be, ChatGPT, I love ChatGPT. Look what I did. And you didn't know that you could customize it?
I guess I never needed to. But I'm always learning other stuff though. So it's not like it was a major thing.
You should do it. Do it and then see if your output is the same, or if you like the output better that way.
Got you. I'm gonna really do it too. All right, where we at? Actually, look, speaking of what she just gave us an example on, number 6 is data analysis and insights. Literally what she just showed me is data analysis and insights. It takes what you already taught it and makes it better. So it's like everything that I've been feeding this thing, obviously it's been working for me because it works, but it makes it better now because it remembers your old conversations and it remembers the other things you did. I think the downside for me using it, just me specifically, is that I'm using it for so many different companies. I don't want it to remember because I don't want it.
No. So then for you, it wouldn't. But if you're doing something specifically for you, just go in and like put it in. And then when you create the prompt in the next screen, You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, it's just going to be taken in and taken out a lot or whatever if you want to keep it general for other people. But yeah, I mean, for me, because I'm only working for me, if I need content ideas, that's definitely helped me a lot. And the outputs are just way better.
Let me see. Angle. Oh, shoot. My bad. I think I got to go feed my wife. She's hungry. All right. He says you need to make those personalities for those different companies. So, well, what I thought she was saying, Tyler, you can give me a breakdown. If I teach it, it's gonna each section. I didn't disable it. Is each section going to be? It just learns that conversation, or does it take what it learned from all the conversations to input? Also,
well, I guess if you were to personalize yours, you would say exactly what it is that you do. My name is KP.
No, they said they said there's no limit to how you can customize it. You can customize business and then let it know which business you're talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all done told me something on the live. That's why we get that's why the lives get the popping. That's what I'm talking about. All right, where we at? We're on number 7, y'all. We're on number 7. Personalization and customization. That is what helps with. That's what AI helps with, because remember before we were using AI, everybody was using automators and marketers, and it was the same thing. Somebody signs up for your form, they get a thank you text. Somebody signs up for your email, they get a welcome email. It was the same thing for everybody. You could have 100 clients, and all 100 of them got the exact same copy and paste text message. The personalization is different now. You can have the same person text hello back to back, and they're going to get 2 different responses. And that's why I like it. Because if you got 2 people sitting beside each other, a husband and a wife signing up, or 2 friends, they're not going to get the same exact text. One's going to get one text, one's going to get another text, and they're going to be like, oh, it actually creates an illusion too, as where you may be a one-man band, but they might think you have employees. They might think you're bigger because you just got 2 different texts. So unless you texting us both, you probably got a customer service agent that's texting us, or who knows. But it's not the same thing, and they don't think it's a computer. That's where we're not necessarily trying to trick anybody, but we're trying to make the businesses seem more human in a world where they're becoming more computer. The average person's not going to know that they're talking to a computer. We know because we're business owners and we learn it and all these things. But if John Doe, Mary Doe, and Joe Doe all text you and they all get the exact same message back, oh, that's a robot. Can I get a real person? Versus all 3 of them getting 3 different responses, all 3 of them responding negatively, all 3 of them getting an apology and all types of things. You may not have known, but like customers get mad when they talk to robots. Then they don't want to deal with you. Like, damn, bro, I paid you $100, I paid you $1,000, and I can't even speak to a real person. You just sending me all over the place and sending me links and sending me this and sending me that. I have a direct answer, a direct question that I want to answer for. Now, guess what? AI is going to give them that answer without them even realizing that it's a computer. It's a computer, but they think it's AI, and that's why it's so beautiful. We got 3 more to close out. And this, in my personal opinion, this should have been higher up, but it was listed in the order of a new business owner's importance. So number 8 is lead generation and qualification. So for me, lead gen alone is not good. If you don't have, and you don't need a sales funnel, but if you don't have a good product, or you don't have a good customer journey, or if you don't have a good sales funnel, getting lead gen is going to be pointless. Or if you don't have a good sales team or a good way to sell the product, lead gen is pointless. Everybody hears lead gen. I need lead gen. For what? If I can get you 100 clients today, can you close all of them? Can you even speak to all of them?
So I hear what you're saying, but the average person, ain't nobody thinking about the customer journey. With the A new business owner is like, I want to make this sale. I want to close this out. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. If I asked somebody recently, you know, who was their target audience? Like, what did their customer avatar look like? And they were like, huh, what's that? And I'm like, and you know, and I'm not saying like that's not important. Like, I feel like you need to, if you're providing a service to somebody, you actually have to know why you want to do it, what the journey looks like. And you know what I'm saying? Because that helps you with lead gen. You can talk to anybody anyway when you know who you're targeting, what it is that you're trying to do. And it's not just closing the sale. Obviously you want the sale, you know, but you should know who you're going after, because it makes it easier for them to talk to. So you're talking about like a customer journey, but a lot of people, what's that? You know, so for the people that don't know, what's the customer journey?
Are you asking me or you?
Yes, KP. And you over reading stuff, sir. What's the customer journey? Like, take me, you know, or don't take me, but explain it to people, like, because you know, I'm word soupy. You're like direct.
So the customer journey is the literal path that you want to take the customer on when they sign up for your service or buy your product. At the beginning, how do you greet them? With a landing page, with a sales page. Like, what is the beginning? A paid ad, an organic ad, a Facebook, a TikTok, whatever. How are you going to get them? Once they buy something, what happens next? Do they join a program? Do they go get a course? Do they open up an ebook? What happens next? After they've completed that, or if they're struggling with that, what happens? And it has branches. You have to know all these things. You can't just be like, I want to sell an ebook. Okay, after you sell an ebook, what else? Because every customer is not just one sale. Every customer should be multiple sales. Their scalability should go up because the trust level goes up. You sold me a $10 ebook. After I finish that ebook, I should want to buy something from you for $100. I should want to join your mentorship for $1,000. You know, I want to go to your masterclass for $10K. Like, that is the customer journey. It's how you get the customer to build the trust. How do you navigate around these things? And then how you work your way to selling them more things. Because if you take the same 100 clients and everybody's just selling $7 ebooks, okay, I just made $700. Now I got to work the exact amount. I got to put out the exact amount of energy, if not more, to make another 700. As where if I had a proper customer journey, I made 700 off 100 of them. 30% of them elevated and they bought my $100 course. Now I just made $3,000 from the, what I say, 30, 400, yeah. $3,000 off a course, and then 10% of that. So 3 more of them went to my mentorship, which was $1,000. So from that 100 people that I sold a $7 product, I made $700, $3,700. I made $6,700 just from 100 people by having my customer journey set up. But through that customer journey, Tyler, he got awareness, findability, reputation, conversion, and advocacy. All of those things are important because at any point through their journey, if they're struggling, how do I help them? If they finish, what's next? If they don't finish, how do I motivate them to finish? If they haven't responded, how do I restart that conversation? Having all of that information is important. AI helps with that because you can insert that. Listen, if somebody starts this course and they're not finished, set an expectation within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, reach out to them. If they're not 50% after 4 days, send them a text message. If they need help, this is the FAQs for the answers that they may need. Having all of that, nobody teaches us this. That's the problem. People were saying, oh, I can teach you how to run a business. I can teach you how to set your LLC up. I can teach you how to make $100,000, $250,000. But what are you going to do with it? You don't even know what a customer journey is. You don't know what to make.
So that's why I asked that, because when people, so let's say credit repair, right? Because both of us, you know, used to be in that industry, right? A lot of people are like, I'm gonna help them fix their credit, and then it's like, okay, now what? Well, they want to buy a house. I'm like, okay, do you have, you know, some type of nurturing setup to where they're going to somebody that you're referring them to? They're like, oh no. I'm like, okay, so what is it? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to make money with a client, I'm going to make it multiple ways with a client. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to one and done or drag them through the credit repair journey for umpteenth months, making constant payments and then the work stalling and stuff like that. Now people are frustrated. So where you build the trust factor, you break it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing the wave. I'm not doing none of that. I don't like it. You know, so at what point do you transition them out of? So knowing where you are in a service-based business, you have to know what that journey looks like. You have to know if you're doing disputes, you have to know when to stop the process, when to look at alternate options, you know, and how to get them to where they want to be. Because you sign up for credit for what? You want your score higher and you want some stuff deleted.
Basically, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? People don't care about all of that other stuff. They don't care about the details. That's what you're being paid for. So knowing how to get them from point A to point B and do it effectively, even if you got to make some, pit stops along the way, you have to know what that journey looks like. You have to sit down and map it out, because it's not just sending dispute letters and stuff, no matter what you're doing.
And that's a good point she made. And I'm gonna give y'all a soft customer journey through credit repair. So customer journey would be signing them up for credit repair, ebook, course, whatever you guys have as your basic point. You don't want to just shoot them straight to telling them I fix your credit for $1,500. Give them something small so they can understand that you know what you're talking about. Or if you already have authority, if you already popular on one of these social media platforms and they already trust you, then you can skip that. But a lot of y'all are just starting out with the expectation of saying you fix credit and people are just going to want to give you money. I can tell y'all right now, and if they see this, they'll know who I'm talking about. But I've had family, friends, teammates. When I first started my credit repair business, ain't none of them give me a shot. None of them. And I was doing it for free, close damn near for free. And none of them would let me do their credit. Over the years, we going on about my fourth year now. Now people are DMing me. Oh, KP, hey, I'm in trouble. I need my credit fixed. I need this, and this. And don't get me wrong, I was just starting out, so of course I wouldn't have trusted me either. But now my prices are higher. Now I know what I know, and I got the automations in place. I got the team. I got the education. I was gonna help you for free. It may have took me about a year to do it, but it would have got done. Now it might take me 8 months to do it, but I'm charging you 10 times what I would have charged you back then. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter who you are, what method you're doing. Credit repair is not getting done any faster than the method that is getting done. Like litigation, Metro 2, factual, the basic templates, it doesn't matter what method you choose. You got to wait that 30-day lapse. Wait for a response. What your actions are, what next, some people have their preferences. Like I'm finding that, at one point, Metro 2 was going crazy. Pre-lit was going crazy. Factual disputing was going crazy. Even the FTC method, as much as we frown upon it, it was going crazy. Like it's so many different methods to fixing credit, but regardless of what method you choose, you gotta wait 30 days. Then you see what the response is, and you send out a counter response. You gotta wait another 30 days. So you can have the absolute best method out there, but we just waited 60 days for 2 rounds. Now you telling me a rookie that don't know nothing and a 10-year vet, what's the difference in that time period? Nothing. Maybe what they're putting on those letters is going to be different, obviously, but the time period is still going to be the time period. So don't think that y'all can fast track this. You can pick somebody that knows what they're doing. It makes it a lot easier. But yeah, the time is still going to be the time. She had to hear one of my friends say I was at. Oh, my man said my mom said his mother was his first customer and it took 4 months. She had to hear one of his friends say that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, and that's what it takes. It's like it's wildfire. Once you catch on, then you caught on. Shit, we wouldn't be doing the podcast, or we kind of slowed down on it, but y'all wouldn't even tune in on the podcast if y'all didn't have some type of trust with one of us. We'd just be people, and I know, and the reason I say this because I know y'all see people go live. I see people go live all the time. If I don't know them or care for what they talking about, guess what I'm doing? Scrolling right past it. Hey, let me mute real quick. I think this is my kid's school. Hope they all right. Be right back, y'all.
So I don't know what y'all want me to talk about. I can't read the questions because I'm on my. Hold on. You know what? Let me go to KP's page. Tylen, I don't know if you're the only person on her, but I'm gonna go to KP's page. So if you respond, I can read what you're saying or whatever. Why did it take me to some other person named KP? But anyway, y'all. So basically, all we saying is you got to know your audience. You absolutely have to know exactly what it is they want. You have to have all of this stuff set in place even before you get to the point where you're like, let me get to the lead gen. You know, lead generation is fine, but you have to know this process through and through, so much so that you don't have to think about where they are in the process. Okay, what's next? What is that? Thailand? I don't know. It says Facebook user now. I don't know. Jude, let me see. Look, y'all, I'm not getting all these notifications and all of that stuff. Thailand, somebody wants to connect with you. I think that may be Jude. His name popped up on my phone, but not on here. So yeah, if y'all need to connect, go ahead and connect. Thailand is easily one of the, I think, only people, or one of the only few people, I'll say few people, that KP goes back and forth with when it comes to like automations and stuff like that. Very, very knowledgeable. And he knows a lot about a lot of platforms. So yeah. I don't know why it's not updated on KP's page, y'all. But anyway, yeah. So do y'all have any questions? I'm not, okay. So one of the things that KB talked about was like litigation and all of that stuff, or pre-lit. I don't do pre-lit. I just do straight dispute and then straight into litigations. And I don't do traditional credit repair anymore because people want deletions and people want stuff removed from their credit. And that's it. So I'm not doing I use attorneys and that's it, y'all. Like I try to shorten the process as much as possible because I don't like the extended months. I know I have a wait list with my attorneys and stuff like that or whatever, but yeah, y'all got to know your process. Do something different that helps you stand out, and then you can focus on like lead generation and stuff like that. Because once you're confident in your process, once you know your process fully, you can talk easier. It's way more appealing to somebody that's listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, tell Ty it's not just him. We got 25 viewers. Ty, you can only see the viewers that's on that specific Facebook group, but I got a YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. I got like all the different platforms, but it showed me 26 right here. You know,
I can't see. I'm like, I can't see everything.
Ty, don't put us down like that, bro. Don't make it seem like don't know why you won't watch us.
Look, delete that comment. Delete. Somebody said, where do I find my attorneys? It depends on what you want to do. What do you want to do? I personally, my first attorney came from, I looked them up locally, but I was suing, who did I sue? I'm not even gonna lie. I think the first attorney that I had, y'all, was Lexington Law. I think I called them for an FDCPA. It was a debt violation. That was like years ago. Most recently, I had a lawsuit against one of the credit bureaus, two of them. And I hired a local attorney. They are experienced with trial. And I had to make sure that I asked that, because some attorneys will say, yeah, we do this stuff, but then they don't go federal. They will charge you for federal, but they'll, do everything like stateside. So you look for FDCPA or FCRA attorney. And then I submitted my stuff to them or whatever, but I actually sued a company. So I wasn't using them to sue for my clients and stuff. I'd never even considered using them for my clients because I don't have a clients at the time, at least. I didn't have clients that were like all over. So if you're looking for an attorney, you want to find somebody that is a federal attorney or that files federally, basically, that don't mind working state to state. And then you have to know, you have to have actual violations, and you have to have everything set up the way that they want it to be turned into you. Because I don't know why, but when it comes to specifically to credit repair, people assume like I sent off some letters and I didn't get no response. If you don't have the process right, you gonna have attorneys mad at you that you're submitting stuff to them. So find somebody locally that can work multiple states. I would say a name of a company that I know for sure does all 50 states.
But she's not.
But exactly. But since they not paying me, I'm not going to say their names. But there are firms that you can use state to state. But if you do that, I don't know how it would tie into your business. Now, the company that I'm thinking of off the top of my head, I'm going to say they're located in Florida. That's all I know. And I know they handle in all 50 states. I don't know what type of program they have. The company that I ended up using for my clients, again, since they're not paying me, I'm not going to say their name, but they have like partnerships with companies that send them leads and stuff like that or whatever. So you got to look for something like that. That's not everybody. Everybody's not going to do that, for like, I think it's like RESPA or something. KP, what are you doing?
I bought this yesterday, y'all. Hey, listen, in the community, we going crazy. I'm I don't know if it's gonna be this week or next week, but I'm gonna break down manufacturer spending with like the whiteboard. I always wanted the Etch a Sketch.
Why you don't just get like a dry erase board like every other normal person? Why you got to go get a notepad?
It was cheaper.
All right, y'all, I'm out. Bro, what? How it couldn't have been mine. My dry erase board was on sale. It was only like $20.
I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I had this jump for a minute. We was cleaning out my office. We reorganized my office, and I was like, damn, desk was behind old printers in the corner, and I was like, damn, I must have put it on the printer and maybe it failed or something. But you could tell it's been back there for a while. You know how white paper starts to age and get that little yellow tint?
And it don't help you in Florida.
Right. But that's gonna be for the community. That's something else too. I tell you after. I guess it can be like a open surprise for everybody. But we have a Facebook community, but I'm transitioning to Discord because I want to make it tiered out and leveled. So we're gonna have a free community, giving all the free game that we've been doing, but then we're gonna have like tiers where if you want to learn credit repair, if you want to learn how to start a business and all those things, or if you want to learn how to travel for free, travel hacking, credit card stacking, all the things that we teach and all the people that I bring on, I'm going to reach out to a couple of my buddies and people that I can affiliate with to be able to maximize what we can offer y'all. But that is something that I've been working on. I've been in Discord, like creating it. It's nothing right now. I tell you right now. Right now, I'm going to tell y'all what I got in it so far. I have information section. I got a voice channel. I have the community. That's going to be the free jump. I got business. So we got how to set up an LLC, manufacturer spending, funding, cell phone, buying and selling cell phones, and just general how to get the bag. Social media, how to grow on TikTok, YouTube, video editing softwares and video editing tutorials, credit cards, how to get your credit score right, how to properly use your credit, how to get both personal and business funding, credit card hacks, specific. So this is going to be higher tier, but like specific manufacturer spending plays. So like my personal methods, like how to build relationships and where to go, when to do it, what are you buying, things like that, where you know my plays. And then travel hacking. So Maul was just on here. That's something Maul takes care of. Maul teaches like credit card stacking and hacking and all types of stuff, y'all. When I tell you Maul did an experiment. I wish he was here to tell y'all, but Maul did an experiment where he stayed in a hotel for 30 days. He paid the month, paid like the rent or the whatever you call it, the hotel stay for 30 days on his credit card. And then he took the amenities and all of the things that he got from it and compared it to a single person living in a 1-bedroom apartment. And the savings were over $1,200. Because when you think about it, the hotel he stayed at had a gym, so he didn't need a gym membership. The utilities are all included, so the water he didn't pay for water. It was one of those hotels that come with like the little stove top, so he didn't have an oven. You do lose that aspect, but a lot of people aren't cooking every day, so he had the stove top, so you can cook breakfast and things like that. Buy pots and pans, whatever. You don't pay electric, you don't pay for gas, water, heat, none of that. You get room service every other day, so you got somebody literally cleaning after you. You get free Wi-Fi, so you're not paying for electricity. You are stacking the hotel's rewards. That was huge because I think he said every 3 nights he purchases, he gets or every 3 weeks he purchases, he get a free week. So instead of paying rent for the month, you really only paying rent for 3 weeks. And then it was a bunch of different things, and I think he's making a PDF on it to like kind of break that down, but he's showing you how to properly use your credit card to earn these rewards, because depending on the credit card you use, the rewards are going to go somewhere. Y'all know I've been preaching the Delta Sky Miles, the gold Delta Sky Miles card to travel for free. Y'all want to travel for free? These airlines have cards. Southwest has a card. Delta has a card. I think American.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Didn't they just make they just changed the rewards for the Delta Sky Club or something like that, or something specifically with Delta, like people were getting.
They just changed the medallion membership. It's now it's spend only. But listen, the methods that I teach y'all in here, it's going to be even easier to fly for free with Delta, because now you don't even have to fly. They changed it from like miles flown to dollars spent. If me and we manufacture.
Oh well, yeah, okay.
You're not even, you know what I'm saying? You can hit Diamond Medallion. You can get the top medallion membership with Delta Airlines.
Yeah, because they were saying something like the Sky Lounge was too crowded. There's too many people that are getting access, and so basically the rich people were complaining that the regulars were running up in there.
That's literally what it is. But to their defense, like I'm not defending that company. Like that's a Fortune 100 company, whatever. But to their defense, and this is for you and for everybody. When you reach a certain level of status, like rich, and I'm not downing any of the lower class at all, but when you reach that status, you only want to be around that status. So it's like Delta, a big ass company. Shit, Delta's the top airline in America. So it's like for them, they are wanting to cater to the top class. Why would I? And I'm not down in the lower class, but why would I change?
Okay, wait, pause. And I'll go on with the explanation in a minute. But when you're saying, say regular, like, because average people, because it's like, because you're saying it like you're a multi-millionaire, like, oh, you regulars, let me crush them, average working, because that's what their complaint. I mean, that's what the complaint, because it has to be a push for something. Because a lot of people, for the longest time, in the levels that they were, I think COVID made so many people more credit savvy. Right. A lot of people, started using credit cards and getting credit cards for the first time, and then not just getting regular credit cards. They're going after American Express, Chase. They're going after the big cards. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That 5 years ago, 10 years ago, nobody, I'm not going to say nobody, but it wasn't a lot of people that were like, yeah, get these cards because you can travel, you can do all of this thing. COVID changed so much on so many different levels. So now it's like, all right, y'all, we got to nip this in the bud because it's too accessible now.
This is how I look at it. They wanted to elevate the experience because they even took out the American Express option. I think
yes,
you gotta have the American Express Platinum to get into the club. But when you think about it, like Shanice just said, the only people that can get an American Express Platinum have to have at least a 700 credit score. So before, all I needed to do was fly with Delta like 20, 30 times in a year. Now I got access. I could get the cheapest ticket that they have 20 times and now I'm sitting next to a multimillionaire. Does he want to sit next to me? Probably not. I mean, I don't know what he did to get to where he at. But if I'm just a 9-to-5, and I'm not saying that I'm, there's nothing wrong with it, but different classes they act differently.
They do.
When you start mingling with millionaires, you start to see like, damn, like they don't act like me at all. Do I need to change the way I act? No, but I can see why they act like this. Like we don't have to run to our port. Excuse me. You get pre-check, you get clear. You get to the airport an hour early, you still make your flight. If you got a basic economy ticket or you flying with Spirit, you got to get to the airport about 3 hours early because they customer service line some shit. So you're going to be there for an hour. You probably got to be in TSA for about another hour. Then when you get to the gate, they want you to check your bag and they didn't tell you this and this costs more money and they give you a run around in circus. It's different levels, man. Like people understand you're paying for luxury. I'm paying you thousands of dollars a year for that luxury. I don't want to be with somebody that's not as luxurious as I am. And shit, that could be taken in many different ways. People have relationships based on status. Men and women. You got millionaires that's not gonna date what you call it, regular smegglers.
Dating down, yeah. Regulars, yeah.
It's not because of the person. Shit, that could be you might miss a lifetime partner because they don't have the status as you. But that's just the way that the world is. It says facts, not as luxurious as your boy. Real. I told Real to pop up talking about here in the gym. My man getting right. I gotta hit the gym, man. I've been eating better. I've been eating way better, y'all. But I ain't hit the gym yet. I gotta start. You know what I'm saying? Getting them. This is my son be in his doorway. I bought him the little like multi pull-up thing, so he could do the pull-up. He could do pull-ups in like 8 different directions. But he be in the doorway crushing them jumps.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, we wrapped up on a lot. We touched up on a lot of things. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about because
I can't even see the comments, so I'm just over here just we waffling.
I got I'm monetized on YouTube. Hey, I'm monetized on YouTube. I know a couple of y'all told me, but if y'all didn't know, I'm excited about that. That journey about to go crazy. We actually streaming YouTube right now. Hopefully this live get paid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tell the live. Hopefully the live can maybe give me some bread.
Sick of him.
He what's good, T? Tyron in here. Monetization Nation. I'm telling you, hey, listen. Let's talk about monetization. So every platform that I'm on, you can get monetized. Like TikTok was the first one I ever got monetized on. TikTok, I know people get monetized on Facebook. YouTube is the biggest platform. I'm here now. I wish I would have started here. I wish I would have never joined anything else. I'm being 100% transparent with y'all. YouTube is the platform that's going to pay you the most. The most social media millionaires come from YouTube. In fact, I don't think any other platform has made millionaires yet. If they have, then they're probably just not like super, super big. But YouTube legitimately has made millionaires. So, get on YouTube. If y'all still here with me and y'all follow me, I don't care what your business is. I don't care if you scared to get in front of the camera. I don't care what you want to do. Oh, Twitch. Yeah, T. Talent. Twitch made millionaires too. No shade to y'all Twitch because Twitch following, Twitch watching too. But YouTube and Twitch, and it's crazy because Twitch Twitch was known to be a gaming platform. I know you could do other things on there now, but before, back when like Fortnite was like crazy big, I think the dude name was Ninja. I think had like purple hair or whatever, and he was like real big on TikTok. Oh yeah, Kai is on TikTok, 12 million per month. Kai brings them in about 12 million per month. He made 2 out of that. He making $2 million a month from streaming.
What was 12 million?
That's how much money he brings them from all the people coming to their platform.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, it's a way. I'm telling you that it's real.
So boy, what the like now I see why they say having the platform is that's where you making the money, not necessarily being on the platform, because
It's the
yeah,
business.
you can make money on the 12 million and I'm only getting $2 million, bro.
Hey, listen, you gotta look at it like this. From a individual standpoint, where he's standing at, 2 million is still a shitload of money.
That is a lot of money, but it's more money if he controlled his own content and all of that stuff. You gotta follow me.
But that's the same with Mr. Beast. Shit. Mr. Beast cranking, I think Mr. Beast cranking out like what, 15, 20 million?
I'm gonna make my own platform. It's gonna be called NMs or something. Shit. The fuck, like
Mr. Beast making more than 2 million from YouTube. And and he's the number one YouTuber. Dude is cranking bread from YouTube. But when you think about it, Mr. Beast, if they paying Mr. Beast 15 to 20 million a month, how much money is he bringing in YouTube? 100 million a month? And this is what I never understood. And anybody that's in the chat can explain this. Where the hell is this money coming from?
Sponsors. People like how you get paid. You pay people, yeah, those ads and stuff. So like now that you're monetized, because I'm working on my monetization now, I think I'm like halfway through. But mine is you look at it, they say like once you're monetized, like if you look at the shorts, it says like you can do in ads, like you'll get paid and all of that stuff. That's where the money is coming from. So if you have a video, you have a 5, 10, 15-minute video and an ad gets thrown in there, 1 or 2 ads get thrown in, you're going to be compensated, but YouTube is getting the money, but they're going to pay you a percentage of that, because now you're able to, get ad stream.
That's crazy.
So yeah, those people, they're like, oh, okay, this person obviously is on here a lot. Let me pay them, to have ads and stuff in the middle of their comment, in the middle of their content. And so people are like, all right, cool.
Talking to shit.
It's good money though.
I know it is. That's why I'm glad. Listen, I'm gonna be on it. Remember, YouTube is Google as well. Yeah. So I didn't know that until I got monetized, because what they had me do is upload my driver's license and all of that to Google. And that's what threw me off, because I was like, why am I uploading this stuff to Google? And then I realized YouTube is under Google. And Google Google like Google in the billions, hundreds of billions. Google ain't playing with y'all, man. Google is everywhere. I knew Google was everywhere when you start going to different websites, random websites, and it says sign in with Google, sign in with Facebook. Like I don't even need to create an account anymore. I could just click the button and it does it all for me. And back to the beginning of our live, that's automations. The fact that I can go to EA Sports, like I play Madden on Xbox, right? The fact that I can go to EASports.com and then I can log in with my Google account. I never even created an EA account. I just hit a button to sign in with my Google account. The automation took care of everything I needed to do. It registered all my information. It created me an account. It created me a username. All I did was literally press one button, and it took all my information from Google and made me an account with EA Sports. So, y'all, I'm telling y'all, the world is ever changing and ever evolving. The problem that we usually have, and I'm in a whole nother world now, but the problem we usually have as a people is not wanting to evolve with the world.
People get comfortable and content. This has worked for me in the past. I'm going to keep innovation. Innovation is the only way as a business owner. That's the only way you're going to survive. If you think about it, KP, I don't know. Look, I don't know how young you are. I do, but so I'm lying. But do you remember Blackbuster?
You said how young? I'm 34, man. You're only like 2 years older than me.
I'm only a year. I'm probably only a couple months older than you, bro.
So why'd you just say you don't know how young I am?
I said I'm just joking. Dang. See, look, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This he annoying, but you remember Blockbuster, like every night, make it a Blockbuster night. You know what I'm saying? Friday night, we going to go in, pick your movie out. Redbox approached Blockbuster with their business model, and they were like, "We think this is going to be great. This is going to help expand your sales." And Blockbuster said, and Redbox went out on their own and shut them down in 2 years. 2 years.
Because congratulations, you played yourself.
Bro, exactly. So they could not even come back after that. So, streaming, they were like, streaming is the way to go. Like, I remember when YouTube first started out, and I was like, what's that? Like my brother was on everything. Like, he was like, oh my God, this is where, who was that? I think Soulja Boy blew up from YouTube, didn't he?
That's where he started. And he blew up because, remember, Soulja Boy used to tell people, the more y'all hate, the more money I make.
Yeah.
And they would just hate on Soulja Boy, his clothes, how he was dancing. And
Man.
he loved it because the more you comment, the more YouTube is going to show this to more people, and the more people going to hate me, and the more money I'm going to make. So hate me.
Exactly.
Hey, listen,
exactly.
If you make me rich, hate me.
but he was doing all of that stuff. So he was like the wave of that started basically everything, because before that, like, I think it was because of Soulja Boy that my brother knew about YouTube. My brother knew about Facebook before I did. He knew about YouTube, and he was like, oh, we need to get on her. You should start streaming. If I would have did that when YouTube first came out, I'd be Mr. Beast or Miss Beast. You know what I'm saying? Big Head Beast, something. But my brother was like, you have to, if you have the opportunity, or if you're an innovative mind, innovate. And regardless of what anybody tells you, keep going, because when those transitions happen, it's almost overnight. And you go from, let's say, making $1 million to multi-millions or billions of dollars, just by having an idea. You have to be able to be capable to adjust fast as hell, especially, in the world of business. Things change at the drop of a hat. How fast can you make that adjustment? You don't have the comfort. That's a luxury to be able to say, I'm not going to change anything. Those businesses die very quick. So how long do you want to be in business? What's your exit strategy?
Again, that's why having a customer journey is important.
Exactly.
Because you're not just taking one customer and making one sale. You're taking one customer and making potentially 5 sales through a journey.
Mm-hmm.
As you're taking them through a journey, you're still bringing in more people, but you still have the people that are in the journey. That's how your business grows. You can't just keep selling 100 times, like one time 100.
Right.
Still 100. And don't get me wrong, numbers factor in. Nobody's customer journey is 100% successful where every single person is going to elevate. That's impossible. It literally does not happen. The best businesses in the world don't even do that. Mm-hmm. But even if you take realistic numbers like 30% or 10%, like every time you elevate, the percentage is going to go down because the numbers are going to go up. But if you do something like 100, and then 30% from that 100 elevates to the next level, and then 10% of that 30 elevates to the next level, which is 3. And then only 3% of the 3, which let's just say one person, just whatever, 3%, only one person elevated to the top level. You still had one individual go through 4 levels of whatever you were selling. As where most people are only focused on that 100. The 100 made you a certain amount of money. Yes, we're good. We're happy. We like that. But then the 30 made you even more money than the 100 did. And that was from less people.
Mm-hmm.
But then the 3 made you more than the 30, which made you more than 100 from 3 people. And then you got that one person that truly trusted you, that made you the absolute most money than all of them people because of the level of trust that you built up, because of the education and information that you gave them. You might have helped them start a business. You might have set their LLC up. You might have got their credit right. You might have told them all these things. And now you have a top mentorship where they can sit down and be a part of your circle. And you can trust that now. If you trust your product and or service, you can have a top level, like an executive level where somebody has to pay to be in your crew. Shit, if me and Shanice had a $50,000 executive mentorship that we split 25 each, and you guys built your way up. If we set your LLC up and we got your credit to a 750, we got you 15 to 20 different credit cards. You traveling for free 6 to 10 times a year. You haven't paid your mortgage in the last 6 months because credit is paying for it. And we teach you, and all of these things come true to the point where you got 50,000 just laying around. Look what we taught you from courses and classes and shit. Would you pay $50,000 to be on the team? Think about it. You get what I'm saying? Like if I could go to an average Joe and tell him, hey, give me $50,000, these are the things I teach you. He don't know me. He or she don't know me. Don't trust me. There's nothing built. I don't have any proof behind it. You don't need social proof when you get them to the top level. They are their own social proof. You get what I'm saying? So it's a journey to get them there. But when you get the people at the absolute top, you can sell them anything for any price you want because they trust you. Obviously, you're not gonna get over them people, but
not just that. You get them to the top, they gonna sing your praises. They gonna bring in. So getting somebody from your starting point to the very top point, that's your mouthpiece. You don't never gotta. I'm not gonna say you don't pay for advertisement. But when it comes to that person and who they're associated with, they're going to sing your praises. They're going to be like, this person did this. And I hate to say this to sound extreme like this, but that person, it almost becomes like a cult because you get people that trust you that much to where they'll spend 50,000. They're going to go out, sing your praises to anybody else. I bought into this and I made, $250,000. Whatever they selling, I'm buying. I don't care what the cost is. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to tell other people without you having to do anything with numbers or whatever. People start to trust it. Oh, you said they did this for you? Yeah, let me show you. Or they already see, how the person is or whatever. But that goes back to what I was saying. You have to know the customer journey. You have to know exactly how you want to take them. If you want to offer a $50,000, $100,000 package, you have to know what all that entails from start to finish. And when you get somebody there,
I ain't gonna name no names, but she told me about a mentor that's charging, I think, what did you say he was charging? 250,000 or something?
No. When I told you, no, I know, I'm not saying no names. When I told you it was 150, now it's $350,000. And that was in a matter of I think that by the time I told you, it was like the next week. And I'm like, KB, you can afford it. Go ahead. And you was like, I don't care how much money I got. I don't care if I'm not maxing no cards out. I'm not taking no loans out. I don't care if I have it in the bank. I'm not, because this doesn't fit what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But some people aren't like that. Some people were like, oh my God, if I spend that, I'm going to get that. Or how are they guaranteeing those results? Most people want to ask that.
And that,
so KP was like,
You don't have to ask them when you trust them. I had no rapport with this person or nothing. So it's not saying that person wasn't going to get me there, because they probably would have. But me personally, I haven't took their customer journey, so I wouldn't have did it. It's mentors out there that know way more than I do. But my people probably won't buy from them because they don't know that mentor. So just keep in mind, when y'all start these businesses, or if y'all currently have these businesses, have a customer journey. A lot of y'all do credit repair. What happens after you fix their credit? A lot of people don't have an answer for that.
They don't. They say they're finna buy a house. That's usually the answer.
You should have a dedicated realtor, because this is the negatives. Y'all want realtors to send y'all people so you can grow your business. But have you ever thought, do you have a dedicated realtor to send people to? No. You want to be dedicated so you can make money, but you don't even have someone on your team that's dedicated to helping them make money. You see what I'm saying? And that's messing up your customer journey. After they get the house, what's next? They're going to want a car. What's the recommended dealership you want to send them to? Do you have a dealer? Then you keep all of this money in the circle, because now you all are paying each other out affiliate fees from the same people that you've been helping. You built up this trust. They finally got their credit right. Are you affiliated with any banks? Are you network with any bankers? Can you help them get $50,000 lines of credit and things like that? No. And that's why your customer journey is lacking. Start networking with banks. Start networking with realtors. Don't just keep asking everybody to give you. Hell, you can give to them before they give to you. You can be the initiation. A lot of people want, but never give anything. And that's the problem. You guys, you got to be willing to sacrifice. If you're not willing to spend the money, and I'm not saying go max out your cars on hopes, but game plan what your strategy is. Put in the footwork. Like I really was in these streets, man. Y'all, I don't have no flies on me, but when I first got started, y'all don't realize, man, I was in my neighborhood on foot with door
flyers. Those little blue flyers. I think I remember.
Foot walking door to door, bro. Every day. I need to do 150 a day. Boom, boom, boom. It was tiring some. I paid my kids to help me. That's money out of pocket. When I started my business, I immediately had employees. Obviously, you want, your kids can help you, but pay them. Don't just make your kids do work and not get any type of satisfaction. Teach them as you grow your business. My sons, when I had my credit repair business, my sons was stamping letters for me. They was mailing out, and doing all the things. That is an expense that I needed to have. I game planned it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be paying my kids this much to do this much work for me, and I'm only making this much money. Okay, this is how much margin that I have. I had to game plan all of that. And guess what happened? When the expenses became too much, that made me work harder to get more income. That's where a lot of us get stuck, where we get content. It's like, oh man, I made $7,000 this month. That's way more than my 9 to 5. I'm gonna stop working. You still got 2 weeks left in the month. Why the fuck? Why would you stop,
bro? Because I think when people hit a certain, to speak to that mindset, I think when you hit it, let's say you were working a job and the most you ever made at your job was, let's say, $4,500, depending on what area you are. Midwest is like, this is like, different from East Coast or West Coast, right? Mm-hmm. So $4,500 for a lot of people, that's probably going to be a pretty decent, that got to be one child because ain't no damn way. But let's just say you maxing at 5,000, right? That's what you're getting. You hit $10,000 and you worked half the amount of hours or whatever for the month, and you make that. Some people get content. Some people will hit 20,000 and be like, that's it, I'm done. I ain't doing nothing. And then they don't plan beyond that, beyond that month. They still got expenses. If they got employees, they still got to pay that. They still got, business and home expenses. I'll say that, you know what I'm saying? And they just, I think it's so exciting, and they don't have the what's next, because I remember when we were having the conversations when you were like, when you were crying about the invoice, I owed you $1,600. What did I owe you? No, $300 or something. Or was it $1,600? I don't know. Whatever it was, I owed you some money for something, and you were looking everywhere. I didn't hit my $40,000 mark, and I'm like, bro, you didn't send me my invoice. You were crying, but some people don't have that in them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, you didn't even bill me this month or whatever. Like, bro, like you didn't bill me. And I said it for 3 days. You were crying about not hitting your mark. And then you were like, bro, don't you owe me? I'm like, yeah. And I paid you, and then you were excited because you hit your threshold. Well, once you hit that, you know what I'm saying? How many people do you know around you that can comfortably say they're making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Now the number is up, but back then it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Well, now I hope the numbers are up now, but at that time, like, how many people could comfortably say that? You know what I'm saying? So when you hit that first $10,000, that first 5-figure month, you're like, oh my God, this is so much money. And it's really not. Yeah, you hit 10,000, 15, 20,000 this month. When are you going to hit 50, or even if you just do it in $10,000 increments, when you're going to hit 20, when you're going to hit 30, when you're going to hit 40, keep going like that. People slow down on their momentum because it's a culture or a financial shock for them.
Whatever it is, they need to get But I only got like a couple more minutes, y'all. My wife getting ready to take her lunch
Beat,
break, so
she gonna beat them up, y'all.
nah, we getting ready to go to lunch together. So
Good.
that's the freedom of being a boss. You just, all right, I'll be back. Who won't stop me? But yeah, man, we covered a lot. I'm gonna try depending on me and Shanice's schedule. We're gonna bring Wake Up Wednesdays back. I've been talking to a couple people I'm trying to bring on for the podcast. So now monetize. I'm
In
definitely
the morning. It has to be in the morning because I'm doing my nonprofit stuff in the afternoons and stuff.
It'll be the morning, like 9, 10
Good.
in the morning, like early.
I don't know about 9. Yo, 9 your time. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be 8 your time. But we gonna come back, man. We're gonna have some real guest speakers on here. But that's another thing, that community I was telling y'all about. Once we start that community, the guest speakers and things like that is gonna be dedicated to, you know, the higher tier people. So it comes with the territory. We did a lot for free. Now it's time to pay. You know, hey, if you ain't grow from the free stuff, you wasn't trying to grow. That's how it is. When you pay attention. So I'm taking that model into reality, because I've seen after 3 years, I can honestly say at least 100. I'm sure it's hundreds with an S, but I've seen at least 100 business owners that were with us and are no longer in business. From all the game that I gave, the ones that paid, I can honestly say I don't know a single person that has ever paid me that is not in business right now. So when it's free, it gets put on the shelf, and when you pay attention. So we will be charging. It ain't busting heads. I'm talking about, you know, the basic membership will probably only be like $9 a month. If you can't do $9 a month, you don't want to do it. That's that simple. I'm gonna be competitive with Netflix. Netflix hitting me for $25. I don't even want that much, but I bet you Netflixing right now. All right. Shoot, that's an hour and a half worth of content. Sheena gonna be chopping it up. Sheena about to chop it up.
Why don't you use Opus? What is it? Opus AI?
Oh, I don't know. You gotta ask Sheena. She deals with all of that stuff now. We just bought something called Wondershare today, so she can do better edits or something.
So Opus, I'm gonna send her a message, or you send it to her. Opus AI apparently takes your video content, breaks it down into what the algorithm. It's an AI tool that tells you what's most likely to go viral, and then you can have her edit that content.
Opus, OPIS.
I don't know. I think it's opus.ai. I don't know, or maybe it's not a dot. I don't know. I just heard about it.
Yeah, I found it. I'm on the website now.
Yeah. Look at me teaching you and stuff. Okay, look, we finna change this whole thing. Look at me, teaching them. That's the name of my platform.
Wait, I used this already.
Bye. Goodbye. I'm out.